Welcome, everybody. How is your Sunday going? It is gloomy here in New Hampshire, a few clouds, and it's wet. Wet, wet, wet. So, what I want to talk about today, we don't have to stay on the subject, but I'm just curious. The old Prius is getting older. It's getting up there. It's into the 93,000. Runs great, awesome, love it. Hoping to keep it till 2 or 300,000. But my question is, have you seen the price of new trucks and cars? Even shit boxes are going for $15,000. What the hell is going on with the used car market? That's what I want to talk about. We don't have to stay on that, but I'm curious. What is going on, and have you heard anything? Why are car prices so high? And like I said, even the crap expensive. Lorraine, my dear friend. Hello, dear. I know exactly who you are. I did forget where you were from, but I remember. Hello, Kathy. Yep, everybody's welcome. Absolutely. Anytime you want to join in, everybody is welcome. So, I hope you're enjoying the new, let's call, design or shorts of the channel, because it's going crazy. I'm loving it. Do you know, which is nuts, ever since I introduced the shorts, which is nuts. It's like, what the heck is that? Oh, I hope you guys, because it's really just retro, and I get such a great response. Everybody, it's like, not only do I get to put stuff together and show all the good old stuff, it's not just me. I am Gen X, but I'm talking to boomers, we're talking to Gen Z, whoever's out there. I'm loving it. And the response from it, not just you guys, everybody is just crazy. And I'm so happy that people are enjoying it. Sorry about if we're cutting out. It is the weather, so sorry about that. My everything's clear over here. Am I muted? Really? Got to be. No, everything's good here. I'm back, baby. Lorraine, I don't know what happened. Hold on. No, everything's good. Can you still hear me or no? Okay, it's got to be the weather, guys. Sorry about that. So I hope it doesn't keep happening, but let me know, of course. How is everybody? Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened. Top Gun. I want to move out to New York. Why do you want to move out to New York? Thinking of North Carolina, but I'm not sure. I don't have any advice. Me, I'm not a big city person. Myself, without knowing, don't move to New York. I hear it's expensive. I hear it's a little crazy. I like the sticks, the hillbilly lands, where there's more animals than people. That's where I love it. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's got to be the weather for the pixel stuff. Hey, surfboard. Other than that, you know, like I said, the response on the shorts has been crazy. I have gotten, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm way over. Yeah, I'm at like 10,000 subscribers finally, and it's like 10,100. And if you check my YouTube studios, you guys can't, but I can. It's like all the breakdown and details of what's going on, who watches, and blah blah blah. It really gets in great on everything, and I'm up to like 10,138 subscribers, which is, psh, and I forget who. I promised someone I would do something at 10,000. I forget who. I think it was a Kathy, maybe. I should have wrote it down. I didn't. Sorry. Maybe I did write it down. I just got lost in paperwork. New England is awesome. It depends. You're allowed to obviously live anywhere you want. It depends on what you're looking for in New England. You got the country, you got the coast, you got up here in the woods. I mean, Brooklyn. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Good for you. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, Lorraine, you're the best. You really are. Thank you very much for reminding everybody. I forget. I'm just blabbering, trying to remember all different things that I got to get done, things I got to do. I got to do, shoot. I got to do some videos after this live show. I got to make something to eat. I got to take the trash out. Life happens, people. Life happens. So, like I said, just one topic. The Prius is starting to get old. It's fine. But I'm thinking about getting another hybrid. I'm thinking either the Toyota Camry or the Honda Accord. I like that one too. But prices are crazy. Am I the only one seeing this? Is there a reason for all this? I haven't looked seriously at cars for at least 2 or 3 years now. Hello, Top Gun, from Wisconsin. So, a lot of things are coming up, and I think they're coming up kind of quick, which is fine with me. Not only is the channel growing, thanks to you guys, thank you very much. As soon as the rain stops here in New England, New Hampshire area, I'm going for walks. I'm gonna go for that bike ride, little meet and greet, whoever's in the area. All that kind of fun stuff. I'm getting my butt down to Revere Beach sooner or later. Gonna do some metal detecting. I get lots of little plans here and there. And I'm just waiting for the better weather, really. Well, Lorraine, I know all that, and thank you. I'm just putting out the feelers, let's say. I know I'm in no hurry just yet. It might be near the end of the year. I'm not sure. I might push it off till next year. I'm not sure, but I understand all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, I love Salem. Many people don't want to be locked into that's true. Uh, really, that much demand? I mean, I see a lot of these videos where cars are just sitting on lots, and I don't know prices. They want $80,000 to 100. I've seen trucks at $150,000 for a pickup truck, and I'm dating myself, but I remember I had to be the 80s. You could get an F-150. No, I think it was an F-250 with a plow package, and it was like $18,000. And I said, I probably should grab one of those, but I said, nah, I don't know. But I was like, the prices are just nuts. Bike ride the Cape Trail. That'd be cool. I got to get down there. Lisa, Riviera. I'd love to. Wait, where is Sebring? No, I know my Toyota will last for a long time. It's only got 93,000. Some people's go, it'll easily do 200,000 or 300,000, which I'm fine with. I have no hurry to get rid of it. I'm just putting out the feelers, like I said. I've heard they do lots of things with the cars that don't sell. You can either they put them up for auction, or they can lower the prices. And I'm not a fan, I'll tell you right now, of dealerships. Right when I'll tell you a little quick story. When I brought my Prius in, I know they take advantages mostly of women, but I must look like an idiot because the guy comes up to me and says, well, your tires, you might need new tires soon. And I said, dude, I just got those a year ago. They're fine. Look at all the tread. And then they're trying to tell you all kinds of things. I needed brakes, so I didn't go to them because they wanted, good lord, I think it was like 6 or 7 or maybe eight, $600 or $800 to do with the brakes. And I said, yeah, let me give you the paperwork, give me everything, and I brought it down to the guy down here, the local shop. He looked at me and said, "Are they squeaking? Are they vibrating? Anything like that?" He goes, "Come see me when that stuff happens." All right, he says it's a dealer. They're trying to take you over the coals. And I said, yeah, I know. Yep, I love the. What year is your Toyota Camry? Because I was looking at, I like those, the brand new ones. Yeah, I tell you the truth, guys. After having, it all depends on what you need in life. That's the way I judge anything. Right now, I got a long commute. I'm not crazy about the economy hybrid. I'd rather go to a nice, what I call four-door sedan luxury car. So I'm thinking Honda Accord hybrid or the Camry hybrid. I like those. Get the package you want, the trim level. I like a sunroof and blah blah blah. But that's what I would go for. My Kia, not my Kia. My Prius is tall and narrow. I'm not a fan, but it's fine. I like the low and wide cars. Yep, absolutely. Someone said Captain Miserable with the Etzel. Hello. Thank you very much, MS. Yeah, have you seen some of the videos? Just Google some of the videos on YouTube about expensive trucks and trucks not selling and stuff, and it's crazy. I mean, and the guy actually shows you the sticker prices on a lot of them, and you see trucks 80,000, 150,000, and I know they're the top end stuff, but even if you go down to the lower packages, you don't see any cars below, I'd say, $48,000. It's like, whatever happened to the low 29, $30,000 cars? Me myself, when I bought my Prius, it's only an LE. Maybe I'm just an old guy. I don't know, but it has more tech in it than I'm ever going to use. So I go awesome score. Other than a sunroof, that's the only thing I can think of that I really miss. The heated seats, I had it in my Jeep. Yeah, hit or miss. The heated steering wheel, I didn't really like. I don't know. But other than that, I don't need all the Apple Play and I don't do all that stuff. I like the auto charge. You can throw your phone in the cubby hole there and charges up. That's awesome. But I'm a compromise guy. As long as you got an outlet or a charging port, I don't need the auto charge. That's cool. Let's see. So I like the Hyundai new. I like the Kia new. I haven't had used ones. I don't hear too much great about everything being used. There's like that's when stuff stops to happen, obviously, and I know the 100,000 mile. It's usually after like 100, 120 to 150, stuff starts to happen. I know I can get two to three, at least 300,000 out of my Kia, my Prius, and it'll be fine. Just keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, it's nice. It's nuts, surfboard. Absolutely. Thank you for showing up. Um, Thank you, rare cool items. Yeah, for that. Captain Miserable. I invented the bio power engine. Yeah, okay. All right. See, I almost thought you were serious for a second. When it costs more than a house, yeah, it is. It is nuts. Now I think, and I know where I am in life. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't live in a McMansion by any means. I live in a community of mobile home houses, and they're all just small ranches with no basements. That's really all it is. But it's fine for me. It really is. It does this kid awesome. It's great. So my house 3 years ago went for 125. Now, coming from Massachusetts, you couldn't find anything. Nothing. I had to scour the earth in my area to try and find not only the community that I wanted, which I loved, the nice, quiet community. You could almost call it over 55, which is fine with me. There is like a sprinkling of little kids, which is fine. I don't care if they're here or not. But what I found is paradise. I'm really fine with it. I would have to be, for me, at my age, for me, this is just the way I think. For me to leave where I am right here, I would have to have in cash, because I'm not going to go get a mortgage again. I would have to have at least $500,000 in cash, which I don't have. And I would have to plunk that down on a house. Still stay in New Hampshire, but you got to find a good area. So unless YouTube showers me with money and everything goes great and you see gold teeth everywhere and all that good stuff, that's awesome. I'm staying right here though. I love it. Top Gun, my dad. So, like, if I keep my Prius and I want as a reliable car, I am thinking that I might lease a car. Now, calm down. I like the leasing a car, especially if you're gonna go get something expensive, like say a BMW. Just say everything is nice when it's new. So say you lease it for 3 years, but you got the other car. This is just the way I'm thinking. You got the other car, so you drive the new BMW that you leased on Fridays and Saturdays or nice days, okay? And you're keeping the miles down. You still got the Prius, so you can put the majority of miles on that thing. But anywhere you want that, it's a great day, whatever, convertible, whatever you want to buy. That's the way I think. And that's the way you can buy those high-end cars if you're going to do some type of lease. Let's see. How is it living in a mobile home? Lisa, seriously, if you've ever been in a long ranch, that's exactly what it is. I mean, seriously. It's now you got to have. I was in when I bought this house. There were a lot of crazy people that weren't getting inspections, and I knew better. Say no, you got to get an inspection because you never know. Thank you for all the love, people. But yeah, I just think it's great, and I worry that mobile homes will be this. Well, okay, yes, the last windstorm, my house shook a little, very little, but I'm not like on a plane, so I know the weather is changing, and we're actually getting tornadoes and crap over here, and it scares the hell out of you. But you still got all steel underneath you. I know it doesn't mean nothing, and it's pretty close, and there's a lot of trees. It's not like an open plain where something's going to come and whip by you. So I think I'll take my chances. I love it. The most expensive car. You're right. I mean, now, like I say, of course, I'd love to have a BMW. I think they're gorgeous. I don't want to. I don't want to fix them. I'm seeing prices on other cars, five, six, seven, $8,000 for a tune-up or crazy crap, and it's like, whew. Like I wouldn't. I love Jaguars, but I wouldn't buy one, especially not used. So in my life, all the experience I have, if you're gonna buy something new, that's different. You don't buy the European cars old because you're just asking for all the problems and they're more expensive. And I've learned that, and it's like, hey, well, let's see, surfboard, okay. Hey guys, affordability wise, the mobile home gets you off the street, It gets you, you're not in an apartment. There's no one above you, there's no one below you. You have your own space. There's a lot of pluses. Uh, Now, the other thing I like that I found out about mobile homes, all the heating, AC, it's not this big, it's a lot smaller, which means less expensive, which I like, you know? Yeah, you gotta check all that stuff, Lorraine. And yeah, like I said, I had the guy up here and checking stuff out, and everything was fine. I said, here you go. Like I said, I got mine from my inheritance from the other house, and when my mom passed, and I just said, up instead of buying that Lexus or something, put it right into a house, and that's it, one less bill. So good move for me, and that's fine. Uh, Thoughts on a Rav4? I had one. I just had the current model. I didn't like it. It's a great vehicle. Um, Again, when I was looking at cars, they were more expensive, and so you had a limited selection. But I wanted the Prius. I didn't have a hybrid Rav4, and it was a good vehicle. Couldn't fit my bike in it, which was a bad thing. But what are you gonna do? So I ended up trading that for the Prius, and like I said, it's a great vehicle, not really what I would like. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, like I said, before, when I was taking care of my mom, we lived in Massachusetts in a huge colonial, many bathrooms, many bedrooms, all that crap. Great, awesome. At least, I think it was like 3 acres, 2.5, 3 acres. I had one neighbor, which I loved. I thought it was awesome. Um, it was great. Let the dog run wild. This dog, this dog run wild. Uh, and she would love it and just have a great old time. And I miss her much. Misha was her name. She was a newfie, and great. I loved it. But then as I started to say, as you see the future coming at you, mom's declining. You got to get ready to separate the house. I had to give my sister her inheritance and all that crap. Um, and you start thinking, what can I afford? Where do I want to be? I did have the opportunity of buying my sister out, but then I thought, what the hell do I need this big house for? It's just me. The dog is gone. My mother's about to go. It's like, great. Just more expense, more worry, So that's the only thing. Okay, so, guys, it's a lot lower because you only own, now, in my situation, you only own the house. Most of the situation, in my situation, you don't own the land. I pay a little rent, and that includes plowing in the streets. I still have to take care of my own property. I mow, snow blow. It's all fine. But like I said, it's nothing compared to the huge property I had before. This is a postage stamp, but it's private. It's fine. And I love it. Well worth it. But the property taxes, like, okay, I'll give you for instance. My property taxes here are $800 roughly, okay, a year. In Ashburnham, they were approaching $6,000. A lot bigger house. I had garages, multiple bathrooms, bedrooms, acreage, all that crap. A different city in Massachusetts now too. $6,000. And you just say to yourself, what is life worth? Do you want to be in this nice big house just to say, I live here? Or do you want reality to come down and go, I want life easier? I'm fine in this house. I don't need huge rooms. It's just me, maybe a dog someday, and that's it. If you pay property taxes, you never own the land. I know, I keep hearing that. What are you gonna do? And renting in Florida, the governor wants to get rid of property. Oh, we don't have now. I've been hearing a lot of videos about that, and I love it because in New Hampshire, there's no state income tax. So if they eliminate property tax, federal tax, I'm sitting gold. It's great. It's awesome. I would love that. Not that it's a lot, but it's something. Like I said, I just paid 800. It was $800. I could have done something else with that. Just put it in the savings or whatever. Just not touch it. But it's still better than $6,000. Probably about 5 miles, 6 miles up the road in Massachusetts. It's nuts. All right, so Lisa, what about insurance? I pay, I pay, I think it's 127 a month for homeowners insurance, and that's always around. So, but that's roughly what I pay. It's not bad. Uh, there is my homeowner's insurance is out of Florida, and it's something about Florida mobile home insurance. You're right. You're absolutely right, Lisa. There are lots of places that don't want to even touch them, but this is something that when I got into the park where I live, the community, they hand you paperwork and go, this is where we get the insurance, this is where we do this, this is how we do that. So you get a whole booklet. So they give you all that information. Not here. Not here yet. No hurricanes. But there have been a couple of tornado, but there's nothing for them to go. It's not like it's gonna, I don't know, knocking on wood, guys. I don't know. But you're starting to hear in Massachusetts and New England tornadoes, and we never had tornadoes. So the world is changing, and absolutely, it's crazy. Other than that, the winters are getting less and less and less. Knocking on wood. Now, for instance, when I was little, winter was September, November, December, January, and February. Now, thank you God, it's a little chilly. Sometimes for the last at least 3 to 5 years, we haven't had snow. We haven't gone all the way till Christmas with no snow. So it's really just January and February, little bit of March. Other than that, winters are nothing. It's like awesome. I only use my snowblower once. I'm glad to drain the gas that I didn't use. Not a big deal. Well, surfboard, it sucks that I understand all that. But I tell you the truth, I couldn't wait to get into this park because I only pay like 230 for rent. 230. There were other parks around that were paying 1200, 900, 700, and I was like, for what? And there were apartments. Apartments were more expensive. I love the lifestyle here. You got a little bit of hillbilly. You got people, nice quiet people next to you. You got single moms, you got old folks, you got single men, single men. I mean, you got a nice variety, and they get on top of you here and there. That's fine. I mean, the park is great. I can't say enough good things about it. People they have the freedom to do what they want within reason. I wish you could have chickens. I wish you could shoot outside. All that kind of stuff. But, Gina, what'd you say? Got that retracted. Let's see. Lorraine, Phil, you made the right decision. You don't. Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, trust me, Lorraine. I thought it over and I said, okay, if I keep the house, I'll need a roommate, and or I could rent rooms, and all these things are going through your mind, and it's like, this is my opportunity to escape Massachusetts, and I say escape. That's exactly what I mean, escape, because unless you've lived there, you know what I'm talking about. Too expensive. It's like you got hands in your pockets all the time, and they aren't your own. They're always grabbing your wallet. It's like it's nuts. Up here, it's not as bad. Sweet Caroline, honey, if you're a woman, no, I do not. I look, but I don't see the old fashioned, if that's what you mean. I don't see the old fashioned, my age type of people to connect with. I would love to date someone my age if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, I don't get out. I don't put myself out there. I come home, I do YouTube, I do my thing, and I'm busy and I keep my life busy. Yeah, too much to clean, that's for sure. The best thing you can do is have a stress. Absolutely. Absolutely rare cool items. That's one of my life mottos. Reduce stress. Try to live as this is just me. Reduce stress, live a clean life as you can. Just try to have a peaceful, non-problematic life. And trust me, as you all yous know, life can get hairy quick. And it doesn't take much. I prefer friendship over love. Well, this is true. Absolutely. Um, like I said, I love this community, but they're very cliquey. Unless you're invited into their clique, you don't see nobody. You do see here and there people walking by with their dogs, but again, it's my fault. I'm not out there enough. That's why the better weather, I'm gonna start riding around the park, saying hi and doing whatever. Uh, you never know. Let's see. Same here. Yeah, Top Gun. Gotta love it. Lisa, I love car rides. Oh, Lisa, I got like 2 or 3 car rides, and plus with other things, I got a wedding this year. Um, but my first trip down back to Revere Beach, going to Kelly's roast beef, gonna sit in the wall, maybe do some metal detecting, uh, and just gonna enjoy the day, you know. And that's like a fun full day because it's like it's at least 3 hours over there, which is fine. I'm not complaining because you just make a whole half a day is gone, and you just enjoy yourself. I love the car rides. Thank you for the love, people. This is true, surfboard. This is true. You know, I'm gonna say something that might be controversial, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, okay? But I'm an older dude, and there are some people I can't tell who's a woman and who's a man. And I'm very shy about that. It's like, I mean, the obvious ones you can tell. Like I said, if you're a transgender person, all the power to you. Good luck because you got a tough enough life to make that decision. But on dating, whew, life is everybody. Things are just different. This isn't the 70s, people, anymore. This isn't the 70s. It's crazy out there sometimes. Thank you for telling me that, Lisa. But I'm just saying, seriously. And it keeps guys like me that I do single because it's like, okay. Now, obviously, like I say, you can tell, all right, she's definitely a woman. But then you got to break it down. Like I said, to me, dating is very simple. It comes down to You like me, I like you, let's get to know each other. That's the first things first. Start off with a cheap coffee date so you can talk, get to know each other. You start thinking about, whatever you want to do. But that's how it starts. You throw too much complexity into it, and people go sour real quick. Surfboard, that's awesome. Good. I get a couple buddies that ride bikes. I don't know if they're Harleys, but they're married. They either got dogs or kids or a family or stuff like that. And one guy was just telling me he just gets out there. He got home. He did something else. And he says, told the wife, I'm going out for a ride. Got on his, I think he's got a Harley, and went out for an hour ride. And he says, it was awesome. Now, I've never ridden a bike. To me, the only freedom that I can see is either a convertible or a Jeep ride. That would be something for me. Is it better to be loved or feared? What's that old saying I heard in the radio? I want people to either love how they fear me or fear me or something. It was a combination. I forget what it was. It was very interesting. Yeah, it's cool. I see a couple two or three wheeler trikes up here. Yeah, every once in a while. It's nice. Wow, gold Suzanne with the gold wing. Nice. Those are bikes. Do they still make those? I thought they discontinued those. I heard. I don't know. What's this I hear about? I don't know if it's true. I heard Harley wasn't going to make motorcycles anymore. Is that true? I don't know. Something like that. I wasn't sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm too old for a bike. Give me a four wheeler. I'm too busy playing with the radio, uh, staying in my lane, watching the navigation. I mean, all kinds. I'm on the phone. I need all the bumper stuff around me. I heard it. Google it, and I just heard it once, and someone said that they're not going out of business, but I don't know how. I don't know what the whole story was. I'm not a biker. So, it was interesting. I met up with an ex girlfriend years ago, and we are talking little by little, and she was describing her life. And I said to her, you're a biker chick. And she kind of stopped and she paused and she goes, yeah, I guess I am. I said, well, what you described in the pictures I've seen on Facebook, you're a biker chick and there's nothing wrong with that. You're enjoying your life. Absolutely. And run with that. Like I said, anything you guys want to do, you find something awesome in life, keep on doing it. Keep doing something that you enjoy every single day. It keeps you young. That's for sure. I see too many people. Now I'm 57, getting crazy. And it's just, I'm talking 60s and 70s. People who never leave their house, don't do anything. And I understand it because it gets kind of monotonous, but even YouTube, yeah, like I said, I've started numerous channels. And after a couple of things, and you're saying to yourself, I could literally spend all day staying inside and never see the world if I let it consume me. But I enjoy it. Plus, now it's paying me a little bit and I'm having fun. That's all. But other than that, wow, time flies when you're having fun, people, huh? Jesus. I have a sporty 1200 and the one I ride with is a wide glide. What is a wide glide? Like, what makes it a wide glide? That's what I want to know. Is it like pipes on the side of it or something, or is it a certain shield design? I don't know. I'm curious. What was that bike that had? It was, I don't know if it was the Magna. It had a small. It was either a 6-cylinder engine or a 4-cylinder engine, but it was huge for a bike. It was a while ago. I'm curious. I don't know what that was. Oh, okay. All right, CC. That's cool. Does it have wings? I tell ya, you see some of these bikes and they got I don't even know what they're called, the solid saddlebags. I don't know if they're called suitcases or whatever, but I know the BMWs I've seen, they all got the same exact thing. They got the windshield, the glove protectors, the saddlebags that are solid, and they always ride the same. Hey, I had a Huffy too. Greatest bike. Oh man, what I wouldn't do for, I probably wouldn't fit on it, but I enjoyed my BMX and all the craziness that we did on it. Going back to the 80s, whew, sponsor time. But other than that, I forget, I think it was, where's Steven from Medford when I need him? Um, there was, I think it was a BMX and it was black and gold with the yellow rims, and it had Mag 5-star rims on it. And that was the bike in the either mid or early 80s everybody wanted. And I thought it was a Huffy. I don't remember the name. And then you got the Diamondbacks and you got the Red Lines and all that stuff. And that was awesome. But those were, you had to be wealthy. Your family had to be wealthy to get you that. Other than that, everybody else is going to Toys R Us. Or I should say, remember Child World? I think they had bikes. Uh, yeah, those are good times. Man, those are good times. Probably why I love my mountain bike so much. It reminds me of a big BMX. Got the big wheels. I love the suspension. Good times, guys. Just like the shorts, man. I love watching those shorts when I do them too. It's great. It's what the memories just come back, and some of the pictures I accumulate. It's like holy crap. That's awesome. So, do you think with the tariffs we're gonna see $200,000 cars and trucks? Am I blowing it way out? I've already seen $150,000 trucks. Do you think we're gonna see $200,000 trucks? You think the dealers have the guts to put a $200,000 price tag on a truck? Do you think so, guys? That's what I want to know. I'm waiting to see as the tariffs come in and shit starts happening. I want to see how high car and truck prices go. And what's this? I'm curious. I keep hearing they can't afford to make cheap cars anymore. Just have less technology in it. I'm not saying crank windows, but I honestly think it's a scam. That's me. And then tell me if I'm wrong. But I think they could do it. They just they don't want to. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, absolutely. Really, Lisa? Wow. I don't know if I would get in one. I'm being totally honest. If I had to take a taxi, which I never have, maybe once, if it didn't have a driver, I probably wouldn't go. I'm old fashioned. I don't think I could get in it and trust. I did see it was from China. It was a video of someone. It was a small tractor trailer, but it was a robot truck. It had a very small cab. It had lights and everything. And they were showing it. They were pulling in front and pulling in back. It was a driverless truck roaming around the streets of China. And that just blows my mind. It's like, whoa. Because, of course, you never hear the good stories. You just hear the bad stories. When they kill somebody or they cause an accident or you hear any of the horror stories. What was that movie? I was watching a movie and and they're on a road. The people are in like maybe a Jeep Cherokee or something. They're driving on the road. There's a bunch of Teslas in the 2-lane road, and every once in a while, one would come smashing into another one, and they come smashing. They kept piling up. What was the name of that movie? But that's what it reminds me of. That those things can get out of control. That's just me. And I know there's a lot of us that are crazy drivers, anyways. I have bad vision and can't pass. That stinks. Now, I'm a big herb guy, Lisa. You should get into your herbs and try taking them. It really has improved my eyesight. You know, Lorraine, it is the joy of driving. That's what it means to me. I still enjoy driving. I drive for a living. I drive a little Toyota truck around or whatever, and I go from house to house. I enjoy driving. Oops, got shaky for a second. Other than that, I know there's a lot of older people, and I'm not saying you're old, but a lot of people, they don't want to drive. They're sick of driving. It's like, I understand that, but maybe it's the independence in me. Oh, Lisa, Jesus. I'm not ready for that. Let me write that down. Hold on. Hold on. I'm almost ready. Eye herbs for Lisa Riviera. All right. You penciled in. Next Sunday, I will have them for you. So chime in. Let's see. You can also get started and just Google it. And whatever herb comes up after 2 or 3 or 4 tries, you might want to take a chance and just make sure you don't have any symptoms or any problems. All right, so any herbs for blood? I have, or heart. Okay. What keeps my blood clear is garlic. Aged garlic. And there's not too many brands. Tennessee Chin. Thank you very much. Dude, if you're a dude. I loved it. This guy's great. He always comes through. Man, you're too thankful. Thank you very much. So the herbs, I stay with the garlic, aged garlic, and like I said, there's not too many. I do medicinal mushrooms, and again, Google everything, check it out. Thank you for the support right there. I do all that stuff, and you got to take it consistently because it takes time to work in the arteries and the blood circulation and keeping everything flowing. That's just what I've figured out. I don't eat the best. I do have McDonald's multiple times a week. I know, I don't want to hear it, but it's more of a quick burger thing or a shake or a Coke or something like that. And I know this thing isn't helping me, but I got no cholesterol, no nothing. So that's what I've always heard, and I have no problems. So check it out. Get some good, I think it's Kyolic aged garlic. That's the brand name I do. And I love it. Then you got ginkgo biloba. That's a good life, just a herb itself. Well, try to find someone who's into it, like me, or I'll let you know by next week. Next Sunday's live. I'll have 2 or 3 of them for you. I'll show you everything. Other than that, there's got to be call up an herb store if you got one, and just see what do you suggest for this, and this. But tell them to give you a range. Cayenne pepper. No, I know, Carol, sweet Caroline. I know. I love those cheeseburgers. Try not to, not to get off subject, but I try to keep it to the less and smaller burger, not 2 or 3 burgers or 1 burger. There's all kinds of things. I try to do my best. I don't know anyone. Look in up. I almost went back. I almost said Yellow Pages, guys. That's how old I am. Wow. Because that's in the back of my mind. I forget. Google it. In your city, or you said you're in Spain, I think it was. Or was that Lorraine? I forget. Wherever you are, Google it. Herbal stores in my area, just to talk to them and see what's going on. I know. It comes down to I'm hungry. I got to keep moving. I don't have too much time to stop. And, I do exercise. I do lift weights. I'm always walking. I mean, I'm not 400 pounds yet, and I've been doing this for years. So I'm compensating somehow. So I'm doing okay between the exercise and the herbs and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, that's the best advice I can tell you right now, Lisa. But next week, yes, turmeric, I take what I found, glucosamine sulfate. I'm not into the latest and greatest because to me, the glucosamine sulfate, again, you have to find a good name brand because I've proven it to myself. I can't go into Walmart or any pharmacy and go buy their glucosamine because you end up taking 10 pills. I take 1 pill and my popping's gone, everything's gone, it's great. But you gotta keep it up. It takes a couple of weeks and you'll smooth out, trust me. I still have my Yellow Pages. I love that. Yeah, that's what you gotta, there's all kinds of things. My buddy's been telling me to get a crock pot forever. You know that? And the crock pot's the one you lock it down, you let it cook for all day. Is that what that is? That scares the hell out of me. It's like it's cooking all day. It's like a pressure. Maybe I'm thinking a pressure cooker. I don't know. Lisa, you don't know how to drive? Seriously? How old are you? When it comes to learning to drive, what part is difficult? Honey, if you don't know how to drive, everything's difficult. And if you have problems with your eyes, wow. I mean, the written test you gotta study. Oh, okay. No, I understand the eye issues. I'm just saying, have you ever driven? Or is it completely new? Okay, I walk everywhere. You know, so why at 57 do you want to finally get a car? I'm just curious. If you've done all this so far, why do you need a car? Surfboard, how are you? Or bi, or whatever you're doing. How you doing? But yeah, I mean, because at 57, I'd be scared to death to try. And all those years, all of a sudden you want to jump into a car. That's crazy. But hey, all right, I understand that. It's all going to be hard. Now, I heard when we're 16, 15, 17, whenever we get our license, you have the eagerness, the youth, and everything else to get in there and do it. At 57, oof, that's the last thing I'd want to be thinking about. But go for it. Absolutely. In fact, Lisa, I wish you all the luck in the world. Absolutely. Because, whew, That's tough at 57. I'm not saying it's not going to be easy or hard. I'm just saying good luck to you. Go for it. But yeah, I don't know. It's rough. You got to remember, Lisa, you got a car, insurance, where you going to park it, gas, maintenance, excise tax. They don't make it fun, that's for sure. The only reason all of us still have cars because we've been doing it for so many years. You got the option to say, But like I said, go for it. Absolutely. Have a blast. In fact, I was thinking on doing a video how I learned to drive backwards so good. I used to live back in Medford when I was young, in next door or across the street from a cemetery. So me and my buddies would take someone's old car and go drive it in the cemetery at night. Not at night, but it was dusk. And the first thing we thought of was there's no one to kill. If you hit a grave, you hit a grave, but you stay on the road and you just reverse and you got that and you're just driving. I mean, I am excellent, not to toot my own horn, but I see some people who can't drive backwards and I go, oh, it's easy for me. I don't know. But yeah, I do still enjoy driving, guys, and it is very helpful. Absolutely, very very helpful. Yeah, you can get more places. Your life is alone can go all kinds of places because you. I mean, I other than a job, I wouldn't know what I would do without my car. That'd be crazy. But it is a different world today, people. I've been to a lot of mainly women who work from home. I'm not talking executives like online stuff, and they never leave their house. They either don't have a car or whatever. So, I mean, maybe I'm behind the times. I don't know. But yeah, it's, I drive and if I want some other car because I enjoy it, gets me out. I love seeing different things. I don't know. That's why friggin' cars are so expensive. Oof. Lisa, I hope you're a millionaire. You go buy a car, man, I'll tell you, they're expensive. You can't just pick something out that looks pretty. Don't do that. Do your homework, have someone else do the homework with you, and pick something decent. Probably pick something small because it's more controllable. Again, just my opinion. I mean, I know you're not going to go get a 60s Cadillac, but uh, get a little Toyota, little Honda, you know, whatever you want to do. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Peace chanter. Hello, but you're late. Hello. The live is almost over, but glad to have you. Absolutely. Um, yeah, waiting for the good weather. You know, guys, I made a promise to myself. It's every year I always cheap out or do something else. I got 5 things I want to do on my fridge that I want to make sure I get to. One of them is get to the beach, go magnet fishing, go more metal detecting, just things I want to do personally because I don't do enough for myself. And the gym, I stopped going to the gym. I work out at my house now, and it's fine. Scions are actually Toyotas. That's cool. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Time is up. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for talking, chatting with me. We will be back with a live show next Sunday. Wait a second. I won't be here next Sunday. I am celebrating Easter with my sister next Sunday. So it's going to be Saturday. I'll keep you tuned. It'll be Saturday later in the afternoon, probably around 3 or 4 or something like that. Because I'm celebrating Easter with my sister because the kids won't be there on Easter. So everybody gets together. We're bumping it up. That's all, which is fine for me. Anyways, guys, thank you very much. And keep in touch. And I will have those herbs for you, Lisa. I'm going to do them right now. So I'll put them right next to the desk, next to the phone. All right, guys. Enjoy. Have a safe week. And we'll talk soon. Thanks again.